today to give you my second altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you is Tezos. XTZ coming through there. As you can see, we're starting off here on the daily, guys. Very, very, very strong parallel channel, right? You can see the resistance from the top side here. Really, really quite congruent. Really, really quite strong resistance there. I do want to say in terms of level of support that we are finding here, this upward sloping support line is a point to be looking out for there. So if we are going to see us actually dump really quite aggressively to the downside, we pretty much know for a fact we're going to be bouncing here at $2.60 there. So so if we are going to be coming down even further and further and further, if Bitcoin is going to just decide to keep on continuing down here, we're obviously going to see Tezos have the same sort of price action reaction, and we are going to see a bounce point coming through here. So this is definitely going to be an accumulation phase for myself there, for Tezos there. Let's jump down to the shorter term timeframes coming through there. I wouldn't say that we're going to be losing this zone anytime soon. We do have the volume weighted ATR band as well on the daily, and we know how strong this actually is in terms of a level of support there coming through there on most of the charts, right? We'll probably see a bit more data here on the 4 hour. Yeah, you can see the volume weighted ATR band. Look at the support on this little green bad boy. Really, really quite strong there. So yeah, just take that into consideration there. If we are going to be losing this zone, and then we are going to trend below it, but at this point in time, there's probably going to be support all the way along the lower side here, which is quite nice to see, right? Quite nice to see. Basically implies we could be riding that wave down in a downtrend still, because obviously this does move with the trend there, but it's definitely a bounce point to be looking out for there, guys. Now, in terms of this live price chart that we are looking at here on the 4 hour, I do want to say, unfortunately, yes, broadening wedge, guys. You can see resistance from this zone. You can see support from this zone as well. That does imply quite a big distance between these two really strong trend lines here. So annoyingly, I'm not the biggest fan of broadening wedges, guys, because I think the price action is just too much, and we don't need that. We need nice chill price action to make nice stronger gains, right? More reliable gains in a sense, right? Not manipulated gains. So yeah, as you can see here, this is going to be a bounce point to be looking out for around $3.24 there, if we don't bounce already on the volume weighted ATR band, as you can see. Very, very nice, very congruent indeed. If we are going to break to the upside or the downside here, guys, upside, we could be looking for a nice measure move here. We're obviously not going to go really ambitious like crazy. We're going to be doing something a lot smaller, right? We're going to go on the least recent uptrend inside of this chart pattern, and this is sort of the move that we are going to be going for if we are going to break to the upside here. Obviously, we're still miles away from this, and this is another reason why I'm not the biggest fan of these chart patterns coming through. We're around 14.87% there. So not like unachievable, fairly achievable, but still quite a nice gain in general. And obviously we're going to be staggering take profits as we go. Volume weighted ATR band as well on the top side. That's looking quite strong too. So yeah, not too bad overall there for Tezos. I would say we are still on a downtrend, guys. We're seeing a nice bit of upwards momentum, but that is just being reflected straight away by this downwards momentum, the correctionary period. Near enough getting back to that sort of price before that insane pump to the upside there. Below all major moving averages at this time, pretty much below the 20. Below the 21, below the price action channel, below the 55, and also the 200 EMA on the 4 hour, which is obviously fairly bearish indeed. If we lose this 21 here, that's going to be signifying we're going to be losing very, very strong high lows here as well. And that's obviously going to mean continuation to the downside, right? So yeah, I would be expecting lower prices of around $4.25 there, or $4.02 there, if we are going to see those prices actually get reached. These prices actually get breached there. So yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for there on Tezos. I would say just overall it is quite bearish right now. This is obviously the low that we are working with, and this is obviously a higher low at this time. If we invalidate this higher low here, guys, I would expect to be coming down to this this area here, right? And that's obviously congruently lining up fairly well with the volume weighted ATR band as well. So yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for there. A couple of things to be looking out for there for Tezos. Let's jump even further in to the rabbit hole here. Even further in there, because let's see if we can get some sort of daily position coming through there. I mean, nothing is really jumping out at me like crazy at this point in time. I mean, if we had a bit more of a curl there, we could have cup and handled it, but it's a bit too steep for me. You could say V-shaped recovery, and we could be looking at targets for around here. We have seen a higher low on the most recent uptrend above all major moving averages. I would be, if we are going to be looking for this price here, guys, I would want to get over this 200 EMA first. And not be setting a lower high here, right? If we're setting a lower high here after a lower high, after a lower high, after a lower high, then it's obviously going to be continuation and challenging the most recent higher low there. So yeah, overall I would still say bearish, guys, until we're invalidating these crucial lower highs here. We're trying getting that momentum there. We are trying to get there, but nothing quite confirmed as of yet. But yeah, that's going to be your daily update today on Tezos.